I enjoy slice of life moments and elements in all kinds of stories. When I played Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, I loved tracking down all the many mundane conversations between the party as I could. When I read Spy Family, my favorite chapters are those with the family as a whole, together, especially when it focuses on Lloyd or Yor's personal struggles or interactions. And there are plenty of others which I enjoy for the less big moments and more the character stuff, such as Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. Since I like it, obviously, I want to add all the techniques and knowledge necessary for it to my toolkit. There are many things I've picked up from trying to accomplish that ambition, but there's one above all I feel everybody who wishes to write this genre should know. Slice of life stories are about more than just showcasing the common, mundane, ordinary, or routine stuff. Slice of life stories take the mundane aspects and show them to us in a new and interesting way. As for how this is done, it's often through sticking an interesting character into an ordinary situation, or putting ordinary characters into extraordinary situations. Then, once they're there, the audience gets to see life from the lens this character opens up to people that helps them appreciate things, or just find humor in it. For instance, using Spy Family, it works as an example of interesting characters navigating ordinary situations. There are many comedic examples of this, such as when Yor secretly works on learning how to cook better as her upbringing left her devoid of such skills, but I wish to highlight one of my favorite chapters, Chapter 56. It uses slice of life as a denouement to the crew's adventure arc. In this case, everybody had been incredibly active during the arc, especially Yor with her bodyguard work and epiphany regarding why she continues to do her work as an assassin. With us understanding her mindset and lifestyle, she's someone who grew up raising her little brother during a war and became an assassin to provide for them. It helps to get across how meaningful all these little, peaceful moments with her family are. And, from an audience perspective, it can help us appreciate the little moments of peace in our own lives. If you're thinking about the flip side, average person in an unusual situation, and going slice of life, you're typically going to want to make an exploration story. These aren't adventure stories and those thinking Nathan Drake or Indiana Jones. Those are more physical action with these characters as the stars of an adventure. The exploration genre is Maloo stories, aka stories that focus on the setting, where the focus is on the observing an aspect of the world around them and the emotional experience born of it. There's typically a guide character from the outside, and through the leading character's interactions with the setting, we learn more about the culture, practices, and so on. In fact, as I think about it, the entire road trip plotline is what someone should look at for this entire side of the equation. Anyway, an example of this that comes to mind is Kino's Journey, which is about a teenager who wanders the world on her talking motorcycle Hermes and just encounters all kinds of eccentric people and cultures along the way. She overall prefers to be a bystander and doesn't stay anywhere long, just wishing to observe the laws and traditions of wherever she is. Stuff doesn't have to be fantastical for this genre, to note. For instance, Drops of God is basically about wine tasting, and some parts of Food Wars was just about exploring the culinary world, like how this Staggery, I think that was, whatever. It's been years and I'm too lazy to look up the pronunciation. That arc was basically restaurant internships. With me mentioning Food Wars, it's a perfect example on touching how flexible slice of life genres are, as a story doesn't have to be all slice of life. But if you'd like to hear me discuss stuff like that more, ask away in the comments. I'd love to discuss this more, especially since I wonder, what are some of your favorite or least favorite examples of slice of life in fiction and why?